if you really want to improve on Genji, and I'm not talking accuracy, I'm not talking ability management or positioning, I'm not talking the game plan. I'm talking if you really want to be good on Genji, and you want to improve on the bread and butter of him, the main entree, his swift strike ability, the one reason that Genji is viable. You remove this and he is absolutely dog shit. And when I private coach people, seeing people mess this up, getting it less, getting low value out of it, or even worse, which I see more often than you think, people not being precise enough with it, either missing the target or positioning themselves horribly after they use it, being slow on recasting the second one after they get a kill, and therefore dying, it pains me. So in this video we'll cover a custom game and a game mode that I think nobody has covered before, as this is made by our community, that hopefully will help you guys improve and rank up and get better at Overwatch as a Genji main. Now, my beautiful and lovely gamers, my name is Jonal. Now, all credit to making this custom goes to Tommy B. He's a member of our Discord community. He's been here for a very long time, and after I think there was a discussion about this in one of our chat rooms on our Discord server, which of course you should join. It's linked down in the description, talking about practicing ghost dashing and practicing efficient ghost dashing, because some people really want to get good at that. Also just generally being faster on Genji and how they can practice that. And if you remember the old days, how we normally do this is custom games. Play Autobots, spawn them in on King's Row, and then play King's Row. Then, of course, you can practice some in, like, scrims or quick play, team deathmatch, or a free-for-all, or sometimes even competitive, but most people, of course, doesn't want to practice competitive, and a lot of this is just really difficult to get an efficient way of practicing it, because there's so many different rules, and it's just a very slow and inefficient way of doing it. Even though it works, it's just a pretty bad version of it. So, Tommy got to work, and he made a custom game. And I get a little bit of feedback, and that feedback has been taken into consideration, and there have been some fixes done that hopefully will help you guys practice this. Now, of course, a like on the video really does help out against YouTube's algorithm, helps not suppress my content and not share it around. So if you guys could like, it's highly appreciated if you like, or if you like and want me to continue to make Overwatch content, go down in the comment section and say thank you to Tommy. He put in tremendous work in here, and I think that he would appreciate that a lot. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you're interested, and if you want to rank up, improve, and get better at the game, and on top of that, support me as a student and support the channel, you can hire me as a private coach. It's 50 euros for a 2-hour session. Now, this is the custom game that I'm talking about, and the code for this is currently on the screen. So you just type this in, you load this kind of custom game mode, or whatever you want to call it, and you'll be prompted with a couple different options. You can choose the number of bots that you want. I normally have it on 2. Then you can choose different damage multipliers. The dash will one-tap with Swift Strike. The normal is just completely normal Genji stuff. So if you want to practice precise combos and utilizing your right-click combos and getting that kind of down, you can do that here on a flat surface with fast respawning bots. If you want to practice nano blades, there's a nano one, and I love that one. I think it's one of the more fun ones where you can just practice your dragon blades, practice getting some value out of those, chaining kills onto the next one. Then of course there are different modes for spawning the bots. There's either a normal mode which just spawns them, or there's a 180 dash mode which will spawn them so you can do and practice 180 between the targets. You can toggle strafing on the bots if you want to increase your difficulty, and you can even increase the spawn range, so how long distance there is between. I normally have mine at 15 meters. And this is what I want you guys to do. If you guys really want to increase your APN, I want you again to, when you're doing this game mode, take it in your tempo, take it in your speed. Nobody's watching, and you doing it super, super fast, it's not difficult. However, you doing it precise that means you don't need to dash through the target. You want to dash on the target a lot of times. You want to be precise with where you're hitting it, not just dashing through the target, because a lot of time it ends up with you passing, especially with nano blades. I see this so many times. They pull a blade, doesn't need to be a nano blade, but they pull any blade and they kill one target and they dash, and the target goes maybe 70 meters away from them, and they dash 50 meters through it. So now there's like 8 meters distance in between the Genji and the target. Now they have to turn around and run back instead of just dashing at the feet of your target. So please, when you're practicing this, do it in your own tempo, and then rather speed up when it's becoming easier and easier and easier. That's how you practice good muscle memory. If you want to practice only hitting swift strikes, we're talking ghost dashes, we're talking like really quick flex and so on, just activate the damage multiply for dash and just practice on aiming those swift strike at the target as fast as possible. Normally making difficult flex can be really, really nice. So if there's two bots standing next to each other horizontally, look at one of them, dash him, and then make sure that now you have to flick to the right or to the left, for example, to hit the next one. Or maybe you dash the first one, and then you know the other one will be 180 degrees behind. So now you can practice and force yourself to dash to do a 180 turn and then hit the target, right? So set up these more difficult scenarios. Don't just line them up and press shift, because that's not very difficult to do. The second one is normal. Use this to practice all your combos. We're talking line up 15 meters, dash right click. We're talking right click dash melee combos with flicks to finish off that one, then chaining it fast onto the next one. We're talking about that kind of stuff. And if you want to practice with nano blades, which I think is one of the more important ones to actually do, click on nano, and this is one that I would recommend you guys doing first of all, if you guys are going to practice anything here. Click on the nano one, and then start cutting away. Focus on hitting that second swift strike. You have infinite dashes in here, so be aware of that you don't dash before you see that confirmation message, and then you can chain it on to the next one. Again, make it fast, make it clean, make it difficult for yourself, but not too fast. Don't do that you're just spamming shift and hitting walls and missing and messing up, right? You gotta take it again at your own tempo. And I know I'm repeating that so many times, but you don't want to know how many people I private coached individually that come back to me and, you know, oh, my aim is still pretty bad. And I'm, that's really weird, because you said you're doing 20 minutes of aim training every day. That's weird. You should improve by now. And I make him record it, and I see him spam clicking on the circles and missing so many shots on there's Alabots, missing so many shots in his aim hero, and it just, they're not gaining anything. Even when I tell people, slow down, take your own time, there's something about pride that they want to be, you know, they want to go from being a gold player to having the mechanical practice of a top 500 player. And if they try to shoot as fast as pros do, and it's just sad, because it's such a waste of your time. If you're going to practice this, practice it properly, right? Of course, that's all for today. Thank you to Tommy. Please drop down thank you, Tommy, down in the description or in the comment section to kind of help, I don't know, maybe help spread, like, lighten his mood. You can, of course, also join a Discord server and just say hi to him, me, or anybody else. Link down in the description together with my Twitter and Twitch. Appreciate it if you guys follow me on Twitter. It really helps grow the social brand, I suppose. And besides that, if you want to improve, rank up, get better at the game, and help support me as a student and the channel, you can hire me as a private coach. It's 50 euros for a 2-hour session. Hit me up on our Discord server, which again is linked down in the description. But thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys very, very much. Please do take care of yourself. Stay positive, stay safe. My name has been Jonal, and you guys keep the enemy in your crosshair.